Just in case, what's up, guys? Just the introduction with the what's up. And to be honest, that's a whole... Actually, I'm not going to get into that. But that's a whole just like super ultra double extra secure fail-safe, double fail-safe that no one knows about. Anyway, that's probably a lie. Because what it was, it's a kiss. What's up was a kiss. It was my first kiss. And that kiss means so much to me that that's what anyway. What I want to talk about is see, like, I don't even know how to be honest with myself. What I want to talk about is just the overall upgrade. I want to be celebratory and victorious because that's one of the important things to do. There's a lot of stuff that happened. Let's just like give a shout out. Maybe I did a lot of things personally in the Aircon thing and with seating and whatever. I don't want to take more credit than I actually have. Because I don't want to waste time. As rude as that sounds, but Aircon's stream was excellent. It was perfect. Every single way that was layered. Believe it or not, even though there were some aspects that I think people didn't really hear or know about, I think and I'm not like evaluating him or anything. But like the way it was great. It was a great presentation. It was a great speech. He was confident. It was great. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I really don't. It's just simple as that. The thing is, like, I want to continue. I want to continue to believe myself, and I want to continue to trust myself, and that's what's important to me. But what is also important to me is the thing is, okay. That's something I need to prove to myself, and I proved it to myself, and that's the greatest glory. That's the greatest gift that God could possibly provide. That's the greatest gift that I can get, and I got that gift. I was gifted that gift. I was actually gifted that gift. Through, or however I wish to perceive it, but through eternity, I was gifted that gift of recognizing that love within myself. And so, but the thing is, like, I don't want to. The thing is, like, I know I'm that love, but and when I hear other people thinking, I think about myself. I wasn't thinking about anybody except for one person. And even then, at a certain point, I wasn't really thinking about him. Well, here's what I mean by that. I already have the courage, which no one had the courage to, and I'm not saying that everyone's weak. I'm just saying no one had the courage to do the thing that I did in terms of how exactly to actually encounter something like that. And, dude, I'm not even eating my food right now. The thing is, whatever. The thing is, oh gosh, that's so cliche. You don't know what you have until it's gone. I think it's like, and I say that just so I can move on to a certain next step, higher levels, da-da-da-da-da. Hell yes, right? Because I'm already so high. No pun intended. Even though there is a pun intended. The thing is, yes. Everything I said in the past broadcast that I just made today on the, what is it, the 10th? 10th of September. Dude, I feel like I'm losing patience every time I read something. Only after the Aircon stream. I'm not gonna lie, I was totally fine, and then somewhere in the Aircon stream I got upset because I said according to out loud, and then I was just way too telepathic after that. It's not that things seem slow. I knew it was really fast, rapid, but it seemed slow, and I'm not going to make excuses. Anyway, Area 51 team, I was like, oh, I feel like I literally ignored my team. I feel like I was just like, no one's that mean. No one's that mean. No one's going to. But the thing is, like, that's what I almost did. Like, and I don't want to do that. You know, I don't want to be the guy who says, if, okay, never mind, I'm not going to create hypotheticals. So let's just move on to what I was doing. Okay, so we have 3 anchormen. We have 3 head anchormen for the Christopher Bowen show, 3 head anchormen for the 150, and then 3 for the other 150. Or, excuse me, 3 for the 300 and 3 for the other 300, if I remember correctly. So, obviously that's very busy work, or however you want to describe it. What's really cool is that, which is, I think, a great solution, is like just those things, just those 20, which is an incredibly good number. Those 20 are able to keep up with, as of this point, definitely able to keep up with the Fourfold projects, with Microservice Oasis, and with the, which I'm going to announce today, the new level directorship of Lightseed. So, we have directorships already of Project Lightseed, which is great. And then we have, like, executive Anchorman. We're going to upgrade the directorship for Lightseed as well. But we have executive Anchorman for the Christopher Bowen show. Now we're going to have 2. Because, like, if today wasn't providing enough wisdom enough to say that we need a second executive anchorman, then I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's funny because I made a broadcast just in case. And anyway, that's so ridiculous. No one does that twice. But anyway, twice we have double, triple, double security with the 600. Security is not the right word. Double freedom, double liberty with the 600. Anyway, interesting irony, right? Anyway, so what I mean to say is, I assume that everything went through. There was indeed, which I'm just going to assume, which is probably true, because I cannot get upset or angry because I'm so awesome and literally just, anyway, assuming that we're still grinding the globalist to bone, crushing the globalist to bone, and literally scaring the bejeebies out of them, which is the goal, which is what we did today, which is very successful. Anyway, shout out to all those wonderful, brave warriors who were just out and about doing wonderful things. And also shout out to all those that were involved in the Moto Store. Thank you so much for your patience. Technically, it will still be open for like 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. It should still be open until about 11:30, 11:45. It should still be open until about 11:45. You know, and just we can do some last few minute things in these 4 hours. That the head anchorman can do and the new executive anchorman can do, or can engage in, or can take part in, just for funsies, just to like continue to have like an aura of, and without a doubt, there's nothing to worry about there being no progress. Trust me, trust me when I say that. There's plenty of progress. For lack of a better word, progress is not a good enough word, but whatever. We are pretty much in tune, at the same page, or at least those that are informed. And I don't mean to say like those are informed, like to pick on, because everyone is important. But those are informed in terms of like how to lead, and that sounds so rude, but how to lead and I'm not going to tell them how to do their job as soon as I give them their job. I'm just going to say, like, I support that, and I support the unity consciousness of it that I think happened in that stream, for lack of a better word. And oh snap, a lot of things started making sense. Anyway, in that stream, and then and when I mean stream, I mean stream as in as soon as I receive the notification for, which is not fair at all, but as soon as I receive the notification for which is actually not liberty at all, actually, but as soon as I receive the notification for what is it even called? The notification for the War Room for Orange Shores radio show, that's when I assume the synchronicity between which is incredibly risky. But the synchronicity between Eric Kahn and snap! I hope the bad guys aren't listening. Oh, that's gonna be super confusing. See, you know what? That's why I just like throw my hands up in the air and say like, oh, either I got to do this boldly by myself, or I got to believe in, dude. And that's just impatiently rude, and I can't do that, and that's not nice. Okay, deep breaths. Let's do this again. I think it's insanely rude to like talk to anybody in the first place, but talk to the Garthans from the standpoint that like I'm the only person on the surface of the planet who can unify all of the consciousness on the surface of the planet, and pretty much all the consciousness that comes in contact with the planet, you know? And the thing is, what I think started happening is I think I ended up being more tyrannical than I ever wanted to be in the first place. Because I'm talking from the mindset that I already know that I believe in things that other people don't believe. I believe in the inner earth, and I believe in the higher vibrational civilizations that are there, and I support that reality, and I want to be, a leader, whatever, representative, whatever, freaking, some type of being that's able to say that, that place is real, Gartha is real, I support the unity of the surf, and the thing is, like, I feel like that I'm either the only one who knows, or I'm like the only one who's that evil. Like I'm the only one who's evil enough to think that I myself alone can lead the entire planet into paradise and peace and prosperity and wellness. That's kind of what happened today. Like from what I think is like I thought I ignored Eric Kahn, and I thought I ignored Austin Young. But before that, I was saying that I immediately want to enter this reality from a fifth dimensional standpoint. I refuse to be in lower dimensional realities. So the truth is, I was connecting. I probably just forget things, that's what I'm starting to think. Because I get so mad that I don't deserve all the greatness that perhaps I don't even know. See, that's probably what will just happen, But the thing is, I get so fucking frustrated. Excuse my language. This is not supposed to be this explicit broadcast. I just get so freaking... I didn't mean to get that upset. I've never been that upset before. And I feel like there's no excuse for that. Like, I really do. Like, I feel like there's... Anyway. Well, let's call that group something. We have the new executive anchorman. We have 3 head anchormen for 300 and 3 head anchormen for the 300. And those are all obviously all fighting for liberty. And those are all from the standpoint of higher consciousness and then ascension to higher consciousness. It's funny because I don't remember what I was even talking about. I don't know what I told them to do. I don't know what they were focused on. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just forget. I'm so responsible that I direct people, and then they get jobs, and then I forget what people do in those jobs. Because first of all, I don't like jobs. I don't like the word job anymore. I really don't. And I refuse to get a job. I will never get a job again. I will never, ever, ever get a job. I will never get a job. Never mind. I will never understand how things were when I place a higher perspective vibration on it. And when I believe in the higher vibrational standpoint of it, and then I revert back to what was, I'm still using some old terminology to already get over the hump that I already went over. What am I even trying to say? Anyway, who even knows? I'm not trying to be upset. I'm trying to be really happy right now. I'm trying to express the truthness that I am happy. But, if I just get so powerful that I'm constantly manifesting through my dreams, and I can't sleep because I'm manifesting my dreams, and I'm thinking when I'm dreaming, and I'm just dreaming all the time, and like I'm just this consistent wreck, and I have no one to tell about it, no one to talk about it to. And the truth is, I'm not alone, and I do talk to people because I'm on a broadcast right now, and I tell people, and I'm assuming that information gets back to me, but I don't want to have to do that. And that's what happens every single time. I don't know how long it takes. I don't know how long it takes for certain information and certain intel to get back to me, but everything's within me. Everything is inside of me. Everything that I know, that I think I know is coming. It's like, I swear that was it. That was just, I just didn't. Oh, yeah, that was. So, like, the thing is, like, it seems at this point, which I hope I can just talk normally at this point, but it seems at this point, no matter what I say, it overpowers creation. And it's funny because I demonstrated over and over. Anyway, I believe the important foundation is that we're not slaves. And I watched a lot of advertisements that kind of prove that there's more, which doesn't make any sense at all. But here's my higher vibrational thinking going. I watched a bunch of advertisements today that have to do with, actually it has to do with the truth. So interesting, right? I think I do know the answer, because I know everything. But I get so mad that I don't want to admit I know everything until I watch the commercial about the 15th time. And then I just say, oh, well, do you know it's funny. I think I would literally make fun of it. I would say, do you know do you know the future harm that jewels cause or whatever? GULs cause? Do you know the future? And I'm like, yes, I do. I know the exact consciousness, actually, of the entire species. So, of course, I would know that information. And I don't need a freaking super data robot to do it all for me. Coward, globus. I proved. Whatever, dude. If I get that upset again, deep breaths. I proved it. I proved that you don't need the globalist, technocratic, super major globalist system to love the world. I proved that today. More importantly, I proved that to myself. More importantly, I proved that to myself. And no one would know about me. More importantly, I proved that to myself. It seems like I'm the only one who would know exactly what it takes to actually have an evil corporate military-industrial complex that's incredibly evil. It takes to bring down the globalists until they're, well, to make me realize that there's a difference in the heart energy that's in me, or in the energy that's within me, or in my life at all. To know that there's a difference in my life at all. Because as you know, or as I think I fear, I will keep on fighting. I probably won't keep on fighting. But, like, I might keep on fighting. And I don't, like, I just need to know. I just need to know that this planet, I just need to know that this planet doesn't live under tyranny anymore. Like, the planet doesn't live under tyranny. And, and now I'm going back to the truth of what I discovered, the higher vibrations that I learned today, is that by watching advertisements that I may or may not have full control over, or just witnessing, I think that there's been an inspired I just gotta believe. I believe that there's been an inspired movement that they think something's going on. I don't know what they think, but I think that they think, okay? They gotta be thinking something. I don't know what they're thinking, but they gotta be thinking something. And maybe they can think that they have the consciousness to be a part of something greater than themselves. And it's not the whole point of it that they're a part of something greater than themselves, is that they get out of the freaking globalist control. The thing is, I can, but I can't dream people out of existence. That's not the purpose of life. That's not the purpose of infinity. That's not the purpose of... I don't even get it. It's not the purpose of forward motion. It's not the purpose of love, you know? Love doesn't just... And the thing is, that's the weird thing. I believe in myself. And I trust in just who I am innately. Because innately I am that powerful, you know? Which is why I get so frustrated. And I'm trying to get out of that mindset, to be honest. And it's like it takes that long to get out of that mindset. And it's not a bad mindset. But it's not a good mindset. I mean, bad is not the right word. But it's not a... Dude. All I can say is I want to continue marching forward, okay? Alright, so what I do, and what I want to do is to, like, continue marching forward in the most creative way possible. And I do believe in... Well, I think it was an incredibly risky thing to do for the second day, which I felt obviously a lot more confident with. Manifest from the sky. Manifest from the sky, yeah. This is the second day of Manifest from the Sky. So, like, today was all about, you know, I believe that my hard work that I did this summer can actually follow through. You know? I believe that all the hard work that I already accomplished in the eyes of God has already been seen. You know why? And I believe in the demonstration and the love that I instilled in those kids and in those beings that were all around me this summer, the entire summer. I believe in that. I believe in the fact that I, conquered and sort of ascended that reality, and I moved on from it. That's kind of what the celebration energy about manifesting from the skies is all about. That's what that was all about. It was literally the confirmation of that lower vibrational energy that was sometimes going on in my head, that I'm not going to lie about, that was sometimes going on in my head, that I can affirm, that I can believe in, that I can trust, and I can progress and ascend into love. And I don't want that guaranteed. I don't want that promised. I want it created. I want it in creation, and I want it immortalized. I want it pure. I want it now. And I want it so real that I will feel the whatever it's called. I will feel the nervous system of the quakingness that occurs in the human body, and every single being. That means every single 7 billion, every single one of them. I want them, every single one of them, quaking until they realize how much they mean to me, so that maybe they'll have a glimpse of what I could do yesterday. Tomorrow, perhaps, has a purview that has to do with the sky castle that I've already created, the underwater cities, and the underwater cities that I've already created, the underwater world that I already created, and the underground cities and the inner world that already exist, and the advanced civilization, the advanced technologies that are already here and coming out and just being everywhere, and the higher level of high-speed plant creation growing, and the high-speed plant creation, consumption, vegetation, just growth of plants everywhere, and then just the immediate increase in construction and architectural design, and I want, well, one thing I found out today, which is what I kind of just communicated telepathically, but I want a bathhouse. I want an extremely large bathhouse. And it's not like I just want one. I think I deserve one. And you know what? I think at this point, even just for my own greatness, just for my own giggles, just for my own kicks and giggles, just for my own fun, like just affirming to myself, because that's literally what I have to do today. I need to figure out what that means to me, which is hilarious, right? So much fun. I need to figure out what manifesting from the sky means to me for the second day today, in accordance for what happened, so I can accelerate the reality of love. Because I'm just living in the love vibration. That's it. And that's the best way I want to live. And I approve that because I've affirmed that. See, I don't need to say that. I've affirmed that to the Creator so many times you wouldn't believe it. It's ridiculous because I think, like, whenever I opened the Immortal Store, which is 13 days ago, and it's not like I wouldn't, saying like you wouldn't believe it, because obviously you do believe it, because we all believe in the Creator. But, like, the fact that 13 days ago I opened the Immortal Store, and it's just these dreams. The dream ability, my dream strength, my strength and my buffness, and it started getting really strong, and kept getting stronger. And so yeah, today is manifest. So, today is manifest from the sky, or today was manifest from the sky, or will be manifest from the sky, because we still have a few more hours to just have some more fun in the Immortal Store. So like, I want to just like get into the nitty gritty of just like, there's abundance. I know there's abundance, and there's abundance with food, and I was aware of that, and I almost got upset about that, because when I hear, which is probably true, and I'm going to act upon that like literally faster than instantly, if it's true that people don't have food, if everybody on the, oh goodness gracious, I feel like I've said this before, everyone on the planet should have food. Everyone should have food. Everyone should always have constant connection to food. Everyone should always have full abundance to food. Always. Always. Always, 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 always. Always. That is the reality. That is the truth. I'm saying it. I'm affirming it. Christopher Bowen says, and if you want, Christopher Bowen says that abundance is guaranteed in terms of food stuff for every single being on this planet. Every single being. Every single being has food. That's a guarantee. Well, let's say it's a guarantee. Because you know why? Because and this is how I know it's true. And this is how I know it's guaranteed. Because for one, I found it in the reality alignment of, and this is my own discernment here, which is going to make a lot of sense for a lot of people. Is for one, I heard food mentioned in what Eric Connor's talking about when it comes to food and, just gathering food, hunting for food during Minecraft, and also the food mentioned being after he took that bowl hit, and then he was going to eat food afterward, and also in One Piece, where Otama was getting food. I kind of spoiled that, if people didn't know that, but oopsie daisy. That was kind of sudden. But it was really just for me. Anyway, well, it's hilarious that I say that, but yeah, that's the big thing about food and how everyone needs food. Everyone deserves food. Everyone must have food. That's a guarantee. So, that is today. So I will... It's funny because no one's that crazy yet. I will say from today that, I will just say, tomorrow, I will not have to say the same thing that I said today. It's funny because I still hope. I hope I don't have to say the same thing I said today. Tomorrow, everyone will be living in abundance. Because today is everyone's living in abundance. I feel like it's pretty obvious. Anyway. So another thing I did is I waited until tonight to have the broadcast. I might have the broadcast early in the morning, but no promises. I mean, like, literally just, like, Christopher Bowen show. Broadcast for maybe just 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour. I'll try to, like, have everywhere. I'll try to have a broadcast for, like, 2 hours, at least, so I can have the full, what's it called? And it also helps me to, like, somewhat manage my thoughts, and having, like, the whole 2 hours. Wow, there's no way this phone is gonna be fully charged. It's at 3%. Wah. Oh well. So anyway. I don't know. I mean, I think I might know if I watch The War Room. Watch that broadcast. I haven't seen it yet. I was supposed to watch it. In this now moment. That's not happening. That's the reason why, or one of the reasons why. Dude, I don't even need to know. I think that's one of the reasons why I watched the show, because I still need to know, like, if the cabal exists or not, so I can actually have some fun and do some things and actually be creative and not have to, like, repeat myself and just end up, like, I don't know what to say. Just end up being evil to 7 to 8 billion people. I mean, it's just like, that's kind of the option. I'm either like a good person or I'm evil to 7 billion people. Because all the things I've already accomplished, like, I don't want to say that, oh, we're going to now have a schedule and a segue to build up to all the things that I've already think that we could do. Then I'll lead you in the direction that I think we should go, because I know everything about the advanced technologies, I know everything about what's best for you, and how you can live in abundance and peace and merriment, because I've been trying to fight the cabals and distract you guys with information about Agartha and Inner Earth and Telos and higher vibrational realities, and just saying a bunch of things to the literal future generation as an actual language that they could speak, so that I can, I don't even know what I would call it. What would I call it? What did I call it? What would I call it? I called it the LOL. I called it the language of lit, because it's galactic. I made sure this summer, that was the whole purpose of the language. I made sure the language was galactic, so that they can at least, for example, if they want. Anyway. The thing is, no one's that silly, no one's that stupid, no one's done that before, but it was really successful, and I already knew that, and it's what I think the galaxy really commends me for. And the thing is, so, like, without a doubt, like, and I didn't mean to single out an age group, but, like, it's a guarantee for 19, which is weird, but it's a guarantee for 19, 20, 21 is kind of the age range, but, like, they definitely have the language of lit down. Or language of lit down. I feel like the word lit could be confusing. It does not mean burning. It has nothing to do with burning people or condemning people or anything like that. But it has everything to do with, like, just the awesomeness and the high vibrations of it's lit. It's lit. So language of lit is kind of a celebratory language, whatever the background is. Anyway, it is definitely galactic. So that's the foundation I had. So, obviously, I'm saying this summer, if you mess with these kids, you're messing with the galaxy, you're messing with the galactics, so that I can actually do stuff and actually breathe, because that's what I set my mind to. I set my mind already to the galaxy, and, well, I'm here on Earth, so I might as well be galactic being from Earth, and might as well inspire the future generations. So that's what I did. And it's interesting, I think I talked about that 3 times, actually, but I never really talked about that, because, once again, I'm not really using external reality for confirmation of what I've been doing, or else I'd just be doing the same thing over and over and over. And it's weird that I say that, or else I'd be doing the same thing over and over and over, but it doesn't make sense, but it does make sense. Anyway, I'm digressing. So, what I mean by doing the same thing over and over and over, so galactic. So, we have communications between, I say that, but I'm certain it's true, and I know it's true. But there's communication that occurs between, because I have well, let's just give this story. Actually, it doesn't matter. But anyway, I'll give the story anyway. I had like, what some of the things that we would do is, have 15 conversations from a galactical standpoint, representation, love, sort of leadership, ideology. It's more of an introduction thing. How I viewed it was an introduction, like, hey, my name is Chris, and I know about you, Mira. I know about you, Kara, and I really want you to meet one of these. I really want you to meet this guy. I really want you to meet this guy I know. This kid I know. This young adult. And this young adult, this is his name, blah, 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 blah. And, Mira, you're from, like, we can kind of, like, be the starseeds. We are, in a way, the seeding of the Pleiades, of that civilization, of your, like, we are, and so, like, we see ourselves, or I look, it's weird how I talk about this. I look at him, and then I look at you. I see like what this beautiful bond is, and I want to share it with him, and I want to tell the truth about us, like me and Kara, or like me and Mira, to him. Like this amazing feeling that I have of like the truth of connecting, the honesty of just how awesome it is to be in a galactic family. To be in a galactic family, and that we, our family. That sounds very weird. That we are family, and then our family. I sound very possessive of it. It's kind of fun. Anyway, that we are. Gosh, got sidetracked. What was I talking about? Mira, 15 minutes. But like 15, you gotta have a 15-minute. Anyway, the thing is, like, I get so happy and I get so excited because, like, I'm in a way, like, I've been supporting the school, being the founder of Allegretto Journeyman Academy, and that's like the first school for intergalactic studies, and it allowed me to have the courage to do that thing in the first place. But the point is, like, we don't know where the kids aren't educated about the galaxy, like in school. They're not taught about the galaxy. They're not taught about exopolitics or exoanthropology or exoculture or anything like that. We're not taught about it. We're not taught about it, and it's huge. We don't know about we don't know. We hardly even know about the cultures and the customs of our own inner Earth civilizations. There's dragons, there's fairies, there's divas, there's so many ancient creatures that live in the inner Earth, and there's like the 7 foot, 8 foot, 9 foot, 15 foot. Some of them are 20 foot tall Agarthans, very advanced spiritualized beings that are telepathic. Like, this is the relationship that we have, and I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday, multi-dimensional. I meant to say yesterday, Era of Light talked about multi-dimensional energy, multi-dimensional beings. Or actually, no, that's not true. I was reading about multi-dimensional beings. That we have our multi-dimensional self in the Earth, and the Earth is huge. Now I think about it. Anyway, gosh, I'm so exhausted. But we have an inner Earth inside the Earth. See, I'm just too exhausted. Why am I doing this? Why am I even talking? It's funny, because I think I actually tried to put an inner Earth inside the inner Earth sun. And then say, like, that's an actual Earth. That, things come out from there, and then, there's habitation that... I don't want to say the same things, but I'm not saying the same things. That's what's so crazy about my superpower. It's because I don't have this... My superpower. I don't have a superpower. It's because I don't have to say anything to make you love me. But it's not like, I'm gonna make you love me. It's just... Actually, I am. I think that's what makes me different. Because I am that aggressive. I am gonna make you love me. Yeah. I am. I actually am. I am gonna make you love me. That's it. That's it. That's the best way to live. Yeah, I'm gonna make you love me. You know, I already talked about it, and I'm pretty sad at this point. I had the dream about and I knew it was real. I had the dream, the fifth dimensional dream about seeing Mount Shasta. I saw the mountain. I sang to it. I woke up. I carried on. Okay. Went. I swear I'm meeting people in my dreams. I have dreams. I wake up in the middle of the store. I kick everybody out of the store in the dream. Well, there was only 5 people or 4 people, but I kicked them out of the aisle, sort of thing. I went up to the whatever it was. Anyway, I woke up. The dream was over. In the store, done. Moving on. Okay, I'm just gonna move on. Had an aircon, or I was in Training Infinity or whatever I call it. With the motor, or just doing a bunch of things in the motor store that I usually do in the motor store. And then we had the aircon, and then I was listening to music to also pump me up and inspire me, and get me rowdy, because I do that sometimes, just like listen to music and then, whoa, that was creepy. Thought I saw something move. What was I gonna say? Oh gosh, I don't remember what I was gonna say. Oh well, but we were watching. I was watching Aircon, and then motor store stuff sort of continued with all the piece and stuff that's inside the motor store. I mean, there's always. Wow, that sounds ridiculous. Anyway, we had that whole session, and then right after, because I'm gonna end this short because I'm only at 6%. Fudge. I might keep broadcasting. Anyway. Gosh, I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted. I don't want to do anything. With all due respect, you have to understand, when I say I'm exhausted, I'm actually exhausted. And it's not an understatement. Like, I actually am exhausted. I'm so exhausted, dude. I'm so exhausted. I'm so exhausted. Okay. After the Aircon, I had the broadcast, the first broadcast, and then I ended it short because it was only 12 minutes long. Because I just ended it short. Like, I didn't have any type of thing to say after 12 minutes and 4 seconds, however long it was. I literally didn't. I didn't have anything to say after 12 minutes. Then it was dinner time, and so I went and got dinner, and then started eating as I started this broadcast. I'm so tired, dude. I'm just exhausted, dude. I'm so exhausted, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to sleep, ever. It's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. I just describe how there's blocks of people's minds in my minds at times, and then I just feed them information of their own minds back into their mind so that they can have their mind again. Or so that they can have, their mind attached to their heart again. So they can actually feel sane and stuff. I don't possess people, but when it comes to talking, oh, dude, I just have to lead by example. And I think people are actually, which is what I'm not recognizing, it seems like, or actually even crazier, I am recognizing. But I'm not recognizing directorships of Project Lightseeds. Like, there's all these people, all these beings who are actually directorships of Project Lightseed, who are actually here with me side by side or whatever, that are Project Lightseeding, or, doing the same thing that Project Lightseed is doing, the directorship of Project Lightseed. And I feel more comfortable about that than I do with just me being the alone, executive of Project Lightseed. And obviously, I want nothing to do with it, which is what I've already said. But the thing is, it's already been a success, because the way that people or beings in the future can lead into the future generations with the ability to learn about the galactic civilization, galactic society, and the galaxy, and how they can be involved in, and this is really inspiring, but how they can be involved in building the technology, the new age things, even from scratch, with anti-gravity, sonic healing machines, holographic rejuvenation med beds, and all that stuff. And the thing is that they have the ability to free themselves and have the ability to lead in freedom with what they want to create as the individual creators they are. And like I said, so many bleeping times I refuse to... well, actually, I haven't said that to anybody. But I said to one night... anyway, it doesn't matter who I said it to. It really doesn't. Doesn't matter who I said it to. Doesn't matter who I said it to. But I do not want to override people's free will. I do not. This is a free will planet. And obviously, I'm not here to override people's free will. And that's all I do. I make sure that I don't override people's free will. That's what manifest from the sky means. It means we're all individual creators that are super powerful, and I'm going to continue being powerful. And I'm not going to... I'm so tired. I'm so freaking tired. I don't want globalists. I just can't live in a world with globalists. That is kind of what manifest from the sky means. It's to kind of let me know that this is a high vibrational planet, and that I live in a high vibrational density, high vibrational reality, and that I am love, and that we deserve love, and we are all loved. But the thing is, and it's not I get so upset, I don't see change in the world, but I think I don't see change in the world. I don't think things change, but I do see the love. I do automatically assume that everyone is unconditional. Well, that's not true. I actually kind of said, I'm not going to lie, I was forget everybody except for Eric Kahn and Austin Young today. I was literally forget everybody today except for Eric Kahn, myself, and Austin Young. Those are the only 3 people I care about. That's kind of I don't need... oh, goodness gracious. Perhaps I'll just fire everybody. Perhaps I'll just fire all the... oh, probably just... I think I will. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Whatever I just hired, the 3 head anchormen, and the other 3 anchormen, and then the 600, they're all fired. All of them. Every single one of them. The only 2 people I like are Austin Young and Eric Kahn. That's how it's gonna be. It's actually exactly how it's going to be. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy about life in general. I think life is pretty sustainable. I think life is pretty satisfied with itself, if you ask me. So, what? In terms of, at least, the perception of reality and what could be perceived in the wholeness of all that is there, and what Eric Kahn and Austin Young could perceive, I do say I am indeed satisfied. I am satisfied to a very, very strong degree. They are incredibly successful, and perhaps the most successful. You know what? Maybe give a little shout out to, no, never mind. No one else deserves a shout out. No one else deserves anything. No one else deserves anything else. No one else deserves anything. Those guys are deserving of everything. Those guys deserve the world. They deserve the universe. They deserve the heavens and the earth. They deserve everything. Everyone else, nothing. Zilch, zip. Less than nothing. Absolutely nada. I mean, I'm actually very satisfied with the decision I just made to fire everybody. No, that was, I don't even have to explain why the action of firing is the very excellence of of creation. It's quite wonderful, really. It's quite wonderful, actually. Those two guys. Everyone else, goodbye. They don't exist in the embodiment of love. They're just not even there. They're non-existent. It's just a place mark. It's just a set point. It's just a data point. It's just A to B. That's all it is. A, line, B. Ta-da. That's all it was. That's all it was. Linear as truck. Super linear. Those two guys, though, amazing. But yeah, those 3 head anchormen, fired. The other 3 head anchormen, fired. Those 600, fired. Executive anchorman, the new one I just hired, actually just made, fired. I'm the only executive anchorman. You only need one for the Christopher Brown show. I don't even, I won't even have a, I know, just like, not even, you know what, just those 2 guys. Absolute embodiment of love. Everything else, everyone else, everything else just can be non-existent, for all I care. Perhaps tomorrow will be different. Perhaps tomorrow will be different. Those are the only 2 people that are actually alive on this planet right now. I hope you guys all know that. I hope that stays with you for the rest of eternity. I really hope it does. I really do love you all, but those are the only 2 guys that really matter. And so it is. With lots of love, I love you all.